So if you're watching this video and you're not making at least £10,000 or $10,000 per month, then stop relaxing. It's as simple as that. You're not going to want to relax if you're not making at least 10k per month. A lot of people will be like, well, why 10k? And I feel like 10k is the monthly income that means that your life can be quite comfortable. So you get to £10,000 per month, you're in the top 10% of earners in the UK. We're going to use the UK for this example. You can pretty much afford to live anywhere in the UK. You can comfortably buy food. You can comfortably pay all your expenses. You can go on holidays. You can buy nice things. You can do a lot with 10k per month. So this should be the minimum target that you're actually aiming for. Obviously, you're going to want to target higher amounts, whether it be 20, 30, 50, 100k per month, because obviously the more money, the better. And it does mean you can live an even better life, but you should not be relaxing in the slightest until you've got to at least 10k per month. A lot of people you'll see, they put a few hours in the week and then they think they deserve a break on the weekends. But if you're trying to become a full-time trader, if you're trying to make more money with your businesses, do you think that by taking the time off that everyone else is taking off as well, that you're going to get a step ahead of them? Do you think you're going to be able to quit your job if you're only doing half an hour a day after work in evenings? Of course not. You need to use the time that you have spare, whether it be the evenings, mornings, weekends, bank holidays, all these days off that you usually get, that you usually just spend relaxing. These are the days which you actually need to sacrifice those hours off to actually put into developing your trading. So a lot of people will also take days off because they're tired, they're not motivated, they don't feel like doing it today, but you need to do it every single day. And the reason is, even if you're improving by 1% per day, it might not seem like a lot, but let's say us forex traders know how much compounding can do to your account. So how much can that do to your trading? How much can that do to your lifestyle and your discipline if you're getting at least 1% better per day? It's very, very key. So the compound is going to be crazy. So as long as you turn up every single day in the markets, in your back testing, in your journaling, in your prop firm trading, whatever your main focus is currently, that is all that matters. And you're going to get results because of this. So if you put in more work, you're obviously going to see more improvements if you're doing the work correctly. And that also means more profits in the end. So how do you actually get to 10k per month? I have actually got a separate video on that on my main channel, but I'll just go over a couple steps now. So when you're learning, you obviously need experience in the markets, because how are you going to know how to manage trades, manage your risk over the long term, see market conditions, different market phases? You're going to need experience. So having trading or looking at the charts every single day is going to definitely help you. You want to obviously avoid burnout, but I feel like burnout is kind of for people that aren't really motivated, aren't really disciplined to actually do it in the first place. And I'm not saying to trade every single day, because if I was forcing myself to trade every single day, it would cause trades that I wouldn't usually take. I don't want to take trades just for the sake of it because I want to trade every single day. No, you can forward test, you can back test, you can journal trades, you can look back at your journal, any previous mistakes that you haven't noticed yet, all these things that you can actually do when you're not actually live trading. So the setups aren't there, okay, you can always still improve. That's the beauty of trading. If you don't have a 100% win rate, you can always improve. And even if it's 0.1% better every day, it's still getting better every single day. So the first thing you should actually focus on is developing your strategy, and developing a profitable strategy, but not a perfect one. The reason I say don't develop a perfect strategy is because it's not possible. There is no such thing as a perfect trading strategy. And often people, they're trying to chase this. They buy multiple different people's courses. They're trying to chase 90%, 100% win rates. But this isn't going to happen. You're never going to achieve a 100% win rate. So your strategy will never be perfect. So as long as your strategy is profitable, that's all that matters. So you have your profitable strategy, which is the first way to actually do it. this obviously, people are kind of confused about what is profitable. You know, how do you define yourself as profitable? The way I see it is over the next 2 years, is my strategy going to make money? And because you've done loads of testing, you're forward testing, you're trading at the moment, you can kind of come to a conclusion. Is your strategy going to be profitable? What is your risk management like? What is your trade management like? Because obviously if you have a profitable strategy on paper, it then comes into how is my trade management? How is my risk management? No matter how profitable the strategy is, if those two aren't ticked, you're going to fail. It's as simple as that. You need to have good risk management and you need to have good trade management in order to succeed in trading. Without those, don't even bother. So you've got your strategy, you've got a profitable strategy. Even if it's making 3% per month, that is very, very good. I'd be happy with that. And then next step is to focus on growing your capital. This is the only way to make 10K per month from trading. Instead of focusing on developing a perfect strategy and looking for the holy grail, your focus will then move to growing your capital. And there are numerous ways of doing this. One is obviously compounding your personal account. This one, I feel like, builds the best traders. So the best traders come out of just trading personal accounts. But yet again, it takes a lot longer than the second approach, which is prop firms. So using prop firms, you can obviously scale multiple at the same time using trade copiers. You buy multiple accounts, link them all to one master account, and then just pass multiple prop firms. And if your strategy is profitable anyway, it doesn't really matter because you're going to pass them. There are going to be instances where you fail, but that is obviously part of the process. You're not going to pass and make profit on every single account. You know, if that was the case, it would be, you know, unlimited money glitch, I guess. But yeah, once you've actually focused on growing capital and you're making 10K per month, because the good thing about this is, I say you need to work every single day and not take any days off until you make 10K per month. But when you actually increase your capital, that 3% is now a large amount. So you only have to take 2 to 3 trades per month to make 10K per month. That's the beauty of it. If you have a $400,000 account, to make 10K, you only need 2.5%. And for my trading, one trade is 2.5% or 3%. So if I have a winning trade, I could technically be done for the month straight away because I've made that 10K. But then that's when you obviously go to the next stage of increasing your capital even more to 800K. So then if you make 3%, that 3% obviously isn't 10K anymore. It's a lot more. You know, it's 24K, which again is a lot nicer. And then it does bring you up into the next level. You're in the 20Ks per month. Then you want to go up to the 30, 40, 50Ks per month. And then by using all these profits, all that spare time you have now because you developed a good strategy, obviously you're going to constantly want to improve it, but you don't want to swap strategies. You want to maintain the same strategy and just gradually improve it. Once you've done this, you obviously have a lot of free time and a lot more time that you're not just sat there backtesting, collecting data, everything. This is when you can focus on using your profits, your tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds, as a result of this, to invest into other businesses, whether it be angel investing, property, just boring businesses, which are usually the most profitable anyway. That is where your focus should actually go after that. So yeah.